What's up, friends? This is Manni and welcome to the new 9.6 update in War Robots with a brand new Curie robot and already a giveaway. 200 of those brand new beasts are being given away right here. Let's have a look at this thing, shall we? Subduer has also arrived, the new heavy weapon. It is ridiculously powerful, you see here in the video. Also the new Pascal drone, it has an on-kill or kill assist damage boost of 7% that can stack up to 5 times. And then we have Zoe with 25% faster recharge on the ability of the Curie. And the Curie, for those who don't know, you can teleport basically 250,000 HP onto your HP bar. And that is the amount of HP you can technically lose in these few seconds. And after that, after your ability runs out, the HP disappears again, and you will not really have lost anything unless you lost more than 250,000 HP, if that makes any sense. Now, the other part of the ability is that he drops turrets, and that's why I'm invading the enemy's spawn here and dropping turrets right on their faces as they spawn. And you see I'm already getting kills from this so-called Curie assault. Those are the turrets doing their job down there. Now, I don't know, it seems like the turrets are really short. Only like 6-7 seconds or so they do their thing. I wish they would do this a little longer, because when you invade a spawn like this, it's so much fun to drop a turret and see it do its thing. Also, these turrets are insanely powerful, ladies and gentlemen. They do lockdown. They cause they immobilize the target. That is one thing they do after a few hits. And secondly, they do a ridiculous amount of damage. It's really high. Maybe similar to what we remember maybe from the early days of the Mars, where the Mars entered the game, and the turret, you know, you would throw it at the enemy and it would basically kill a Revenant or something in like 5 seconds or 4, because it really has that much firepower. And that is the case also with these turrets here. They do really an insane amount of damage. However, they only last for a few seconds, and you can't throw them on a base. You have to walk there and then deploy them. Anyways, about the giveaway, ladies and gentlemen, as usual, this is a giveaway. That means first and foremost, subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done that yet. And then secondly, there's again the chance to win, to be a guaranteed winner for one of those Curie robots, if you follow me over on TikTok. Here, on TikTok, there's my channel, and tomorrow at a random time, I will release a short version of this giveaway also on TikTok, and the first 25 to 30 commenters will be guaranteed winners. So if you're fast, you can be guaranteed to win. So follow me there too and make sure to be the first to comment. And thirdly, write a comment, of course, also here on the comment section on this YouTube video, down below with your ID and platform. You know, that's the same thing you do on TikTok. You write your ID and platform, right? And you do that here also on YouTube. Within the next 1 or 2 weeks, I will draw the winners. The winners on TikTok will be drawn tomorrow, of course. And everybody who receives a heart symbol on TikTok will be a winner in the first few minutes. And the winners on YouTube will also be combined with those. 1.5 weeks later, you'll get all of those winners announced. And that's when the giveaway is ended, okay? In another video, I will announce the winners. Make sure not to spam post. Don't do that, because you know, if I find the same ID a few times, then I will I will exclude the person from winning, perhaps even ban in future giveaways. That has happened before in the past, but it has gotten better. You guys don't do that so much anymore, and it's good. So things have worked out. Nice. Alright, so you see we're here with the Curie robot and already kicking serious butt. This thing is really powerful because you get so much additional health every time you deploy those turrets. And unfortunately, you lose that health again after your turret duration, you know. So that's why I'm having only 44,000 at this moment. But I press the button again and I have 488,000. But why 488,000? I had a heal back from my gray HP restore on the turret. Okay, I was wondering, why did I get from 44 to 480? It's because I'm actually at 180 now or something due to the gray HP restore. And I'm gonna throw the turret now in the face of this Fenrir. Look at this. Okay, turret's deployed. And somehow the guy instantly died. Is it possible that one of these turrets has a what's it called here? execute thing, because I don't think so. It doesn't say this in the description anywhere, but at the same time, it almost seems that way because, yeah, that guy just got kind of executed there, but no one else does. So it's not like anybody else gets executed here. But look, together with the turrets, we're dropping even Titans here. I was standing next to my turrets and we're having fun with that Newton Titan. And due to the constant absorber shield from, the Aegis shield from the battleship, phase shift combination, and the combination with throwing in the added HP on the Curie, that combo basically allowed me to never really take damage from that Newton Titan. Every time he fired, I had something going on. Phase shift, shield, or the extra health from the Curie. See, my turrets are killing that Capri completely. I didn't even do that. I was firing at the Titan, and my turrets always shoot at the closest thing to me, and that would be the Capri a second ago. This is crazy, man. It's so fun to drop the turrets in the enemy base. I will be doing this a lot from now on. However, I wish there would be a longer duration on the turrets, really. Maybe the legendary pilot should shorten the cooldown and lengthen. Is that even a word? Enlarge, extend the duration of the turrets. Only the turrets. I'm not talking about a balancing increase or a power increase for the Curie so that his health stays longer. Look, the turrets got him killed. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the turrets themselves, that they stay a little longer. Because the Curie is now brand new. And it's also new for Pixonic. Maybe there's still room, a little wiggle room for some changes. And I think just the turrets themselves, not the HP, but the turrets should stay a little longer. It seems like you work hard to put them in the right position, and then, they disappear so quick. See, here I was attacking a Crisis robot, and the Crisis opens fire with his Reapers, but he doesn't really do any damage to me, because before I engage him, I teleport additional health onto my robot, and so basically everything damage he did was damage that counts for his stats, but it was not damage that I suffered, right? He will see that damage on the stats screen at the end of the match, but he will not see that damage on my robot after my ability runs out, because basically after that I'll have the same as I had before. So it's a very interesting thing, because it's not healing, it's just adding HP temporarily. That's what it is. Very interesting, because with that you can fight everything, and things like rust effect don't really matter. Corrosion. I'm not sure what happens though when somebody adds corrosion to your new HP that you got, and then the HP disappears. Will the corrosion disappear with that HP that it had stacking against it, or will the corrosion simply keep applying to the new HP, the remaining HP after the ability? That is a very interesting question. We have to figure this out. I'm not sure. We need somebody to fire at me with corrosion weapons. It's not everybody has that. Okay, I think a little bit of corrosion is on me. Ability runs out. Yeah. Okay, yeah. The corrosion sticks with you, I think. I believe the corrosion stays with you, so that is actually one way of killing the Curie relatively well. In my case, it doesn't work because I'm running phase shift, so I had a lot of corrosion, so much actually that I would have died from it, or at least lost my last stand in 10 seconds or so. But I just used phase shift, and by doing that, I deleted all corrosion stacks on my robot. Another reason why phase shift currently is the meta. There's no way around it. Phase shift is really the thing that keeps you in the game better than anything else right now. Healing doesn't really work because these rust weapons prevent healing, and it is a real problem. I think it shouldn't be the case, because it doesn't not just only prevent healing, it also prevents support robots from fulfilling their role as a healer, and that is really not a good idea. Support robots should always be able to do what they're supposed to do. That's their job. That's their reason to exist, right? You shouldn't take that away just because there's a new weapon category that prevents healing altogether. It's not a good idea. So I really think that should be reconsidered. Anyways, let's have some fun with this Lynx robot there. Also, these weapons here, I have to say it, there's no way around it. These weapons are too powerful. They perform way better than any normal weapon should. Look, this is a Skyrust ball in his resistance state where you couldn't do any damage to him, and he survives it. He survives it barely. And normal robots, like this guy, for example, actually, okay, he's got the extra shield. Look how quickly he drops. This is that was like full Orpheon, or almost full, and that's a tank, a Fenrir tank. Look at this. One salvo, and 80% of the Fenrir tank is gone, and the Curie assault turrets did the rest. And on top of that comes he can never heal any health back. So this is really, really, really nasty. And the damage output coming from these weapons, not just the heavy ones, also the medium ones, the Tamer, and probably also the light and medium, they're all doing too much damage. If their trait is this rust effect, then the damage output should be much smaller per hit. Right now we're only seeing the beginning of this problem because not everybody has these weapons yet, but if more and more people have them, it will be really a problem. So Pixonic, please look at that and reconsider the numbers there too. Anyways, let's keep on. There is an enemy Newton shooting me already. And my turret is almost back. I wish I could drop the turret right on their faces, man. Really, I wish I could just drop it right where they are. The Mars really had something good going for him, because he could throw the turret at the enemy. That was so good. That was so much better than just dropping it where you are, because you can really use it as an offensive tool. But unfortunately, the turret of the Mars has lost so much of its damage output that it doesn't work like this anymore. Another thing I would really love Pixie to look at, to check that the most of the damage comes from the turret. That's what the Mars was supposed to do, right? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, and write your ID on platform down below. Also on TikTok, stay tuned tomorrow for the short version at a random time. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Manny signing off. Bye-bye. And also check out yesterday's video about this Titan here if you want to see it in action and see what this bad boy can do.